When life doesn't make sense, that's when your faith gets tested the most. That's when the world looks at you and expects you to break, but you keep standing, you keep showing up. You keep believing not because the situation is clear, but because your trust in God is stronger than the confusion around you. I've been in those moments where nothing added up, where the scoreboard said I was losing, where the crowd doubted me, where my own mind whispered, "It's over." But that's exactly when faith steps in. Trusting God doesn't require perfect circumstances. It requires an unshakable decision. I will believe even when I don't understand. You see, champions aren't made when everything is easy. They're made when life is unfair, when the pieces don't fit, when the road looks like a dead end. That's when your trust in God becomes your greatest play. Because when you can't see the full court, He sees the whole game. Stop waiting for clarity before you trust. Stop needing a guarantee before you believe. Sometimes the greatest victories are born in the fog of uncertainty. Trusting God isn't about understanding the plan, it's about staying faithful in the chaos, because the breakthrough is often one decision away. I learned something powerful. You don't need to know why. You just need to keep moving. Keep training, keep praying, keep pushing, because the pain you're carrying is not a signal to quit, it's a signal that you're close to something greater. When life doesn't make sense, that's the perfect time to say, I choose faith over fear. I choose trust over doubt. Because that's how legacies are built. That's how miracles happen. That's how you rise when others fall. Faith starts where logic ends. When everything makes sense, there's no need for faith. Faith isn't built on what you can calculate. It's built on what you can't see. There will be times when the plan looks broken, when the numbers don't add up, when the path is invisible. That's where real belief begins. You've got to understand, if everything was laid out for you, there would be no challenge. Faith is trusting that what's ahead has a purpose, even when your mind is screaming for proof. It's in that tension where the greatest growth starts to form. There's a point in every struggle where you stop asking why and start saying, I trust. That's where transformation starts. That's when you begin to operate at a level most people will never reach because they're too busy demanding clarity. Faith is the muscle that grows in the dark. It's the power that keeps you training when the world tells you to quit. It's that fire that says, I may not understand, but I will not stop. Logic will make you wait until everything lines up. Faith will make you move even when the pieces are scattered. You can't win a championship waiting for perfect conditions. You create them by showing up in imperfect ones. Every great journey starts with a decision to step beyond what you know. That decision isn't comfortable. It's not easy, but it's the difference between average and greatness. Faith is not blind, it's focused. It's looking at the chaos and saying, something is happening here, even if I can't define it yet. When people doubt you, when they tell you to play it safe, that's the moment to press forward, because their logic is their ceiling. Your faith is your wings. Faith is dangerous to fear. It cancels out hesitation. It builds confidence in uncertainty. It's a declaration that your source is bigger than your struggle. You'll be tempted to demand the full blueprint before you take the first step. But that's not how breakthrough works. Breakthrough is born in motion, not in waiting. The moment you let go of needing to know it all is the moment your spirit unlocks a new level of strength. It's like stepping onto the court, not knowing the outcome, but being ready to dominate regardless. Stop looking for perfect timing. Start trusting divine timing. It rarely makes sense at first, but it always makes sense in hindsight. Faith is for the brave. It's for those who refuse to shrink when the lights go out. It's for those who know that growth often wears the mask of confusion. Faith starts where logic ends, and that's exactly where most people give up. But not you. You've got a bigger fight inside. You've got a reason to move when others stand still. Pain is proof of growth. Pain is not punishment. It's proof that you're stretching. It's the weight that tears muscle so it can rebuild stronger. The world runs from pain, but champions know it's a signal something is shifting. When you feel pain, it means you're in the process. It means you're moving beyond your comfort zone. That's where the real transformation happens, not in ease but in tension. Growth never comes wrapped in comfort. It comes dressed as challenge, dressed as resistance, dressed as nights you didn't think you'd survive. Every scar is a chapter of your story. Every bruise is a marker that you showed up when it was hardest. You didn't quit, you endured. Pain reveals who you really are. It shows you what you can handle. It burns away the excuses and leaves only the truth. Are you willing to become better, or will you settle for staying the same? When pain shows up, don't run, lean into it. Ask it what it's trying to teach you, because pain is the only trainer that never lies. Some people pray for strength but want a painless path. It doesn't work that way. Strength is built by pushing through what others avoid. Pain makes your vision clear. It strips away distractions. When it hurts, you focus. You start to see what truly matters. Every moment you wanted to quit but didn't. Those are the moments that built your foundation. Pain built it, struggle framed it, faith sealed it. Stop resenting the hard seasons. They're shaping you for stages you can't even imagine yet. What feels like breaking is often building. Pain is a sign you're alive, moving, striving. It's a reminder you're not stuck. You're in transition. The best players don't fear pain, they respect it. They know it's a part of the journey to greatness. Pain always asks a question. Do you want it badly enough? Your answer determines everything. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. The pain is not permanent, but the strength it creates can be. Unseen progress is still progress. Just because you don't see the results yet doesn't mean nothing's happening. The roots grow before the tree appears. The work is invisible before it's undeniable. Progress is often hidden in the daily grind. It's in the reps nobody counts, the late nights nobody sees, the discipline nobody applauds. Most people quit because they can't see immediate change. But champions, they trust the process even when the scoreboard hasn't changed. Invisible progress is still movement. It's the foundation beneath the surface that will one day hold up the weight of your dreams. There's always a season of hiddenness before the season of recognition. Don't despise that season. It's where the real work happens. Unseen doesn't mean unimportant. Some of the most valuable growth happens silently, internally, quietly. The moment you plant a seed, it starts growing, even before you see it. The same is true with faith and discipline. You can't demand visible proof at every stage. Sometimes the proof is in your persistence. Others will doubt you because they can't see what's happening inside. That's okay, they're not supposed to. Keep your focus on the mission, not the mirror. Results will show up in due time. Progress requires patience. It's a test of your endurance as much as your talent. Unseen progress means you're building something real, not just performing for attention. When the breakthrough finally shows, people will call it sudden. But you'll know it wasn't. It was hidden work paying off. Trust the unseen. Respect the process. Keep planting. Delay is not denial. Just because it's taking longer doesn't mean it's not coming. Delay is often the arena where character is forged. We live in a world addicted to instant results. But true success, true victory, takes time. Delay forces you to question your motives. Are you in it for quick applause or lasting impact? Every delay has purpose. Sometimes you're ready for the prize, but the prize isn't ready for you yet. Delay teaches patience, and patience is a weapon. It keeps you grounded when the world wants you rushed. Stop confusing delay with rejection. They're not the same. Rejection closes doors. Delay prepares you to open them stronger. The waiting room is not a waste. It's a workshop. It's where your skill sharpens, your mindset matures, your vision deepens. Delay humbles you. It teaches you to stop trying to control everything and start trusting timing. Every champion has faced delay. The difference is they didn't stop training in the waiting. Delay often comes right before delivery. It's the last resistance before the door swings open. Patience in delay is proof of real trust. Anyone can believe when it's fast. Few can believe when it's slow. Delay is not a sign of weakness in your plan. It's a sign of strength in your preparation. Respect the delay. Don't waste it complaining. Use it to refine your edge. Keep moving. Even in darkness, standing still will kill your momentum. Even if the lights go out, keep moving. Dark seasons come for everyone. Confusion hits everyone, but only those who keep going make it to the other side. Movement creates opportunities. Stillness breeds excuses. You won't always see the path. You won't always feel motivated. But discipline doesn't care about feelings. Keep moving in prayer, in practice, in preparation. One step at a time still covers distance. Momentum is a silent ally. Once you lose it, it's hard to get back. Protect it at all costs. Darkness is temporary. Don't make permanent decisions in temporary seasons. Most breakthroughs happen while you're still walking through the dark, not after it's over. Fear wants you paralyzed. Faith wants you progressing. You may not be able to run, but you can crawl. You may not be able to sprint, but you can take a step. Small movements create big openings. Don't underestimate consistency. Darkness is not the end of the story. It's the part before the sunrise. The world remembers those who kept moving when they had every reason to stop. Fear lies. Faith leads. Fear exaggerates the obstacle. Faith focuses on the solution. Fear will always tell you it's too risky, too late, too big. But fear is a storyteller, not a truth teller. Faith leads with action. Fear leads with hesitation. Every time fear says wait, faith says work. Fear thrives in imagination. Faith thrives in movement. You can't eliminate fear, but you can overpower it. Every step you take in faith weakens fear's grip. Fear is loud in the beginning, but fades in the presence of consistent courage. Faith is not about absence of fear. It's about refusing to obey it. Fear always wants to shrink your world. Faith expands it. When fear says, what if? Faith says, even if. Courage isn't feeling brave. It's choosing brave while scared. Fear waits for proof. Faith creates proof. Preparation in the unknown pays off in the known. Work hard when no one's watching. That's where greatness is born. Preparation in the unknown seasons separates amateurs from professionals. You can't control timing, but you can control readiness. The unknown is a test. Will you show up when the crowd isn't clapping? Your future success is being shaped by what you do in silence. Preparation builds confidence. It gives you an edge when opportunity knocks. Don't wait for clarity to prepare. Prepare so you can create clarity. Unknown seasons force discipline. They demand that you build without praise. When the light finally hits you, it will expose your work ethic or your excuses. The ones who wait for recognition before working always stay behind. Preparation is respect for yourself, for your craft, for the calling. Every setback has strategy behind it. Setbacks are not signals to quit. They're signals to pivot. Every closed door redirects your energy toward a better one. Setbacks reveal weaknesses you didn't know you had and give you a chance to fix them. Sometimes a loss is the best scout for your next win. Setbacks remove what's unstable so your foundation can hold more later. You don't see the full strategy while you're in it, but looking back, you will. Setbacks create hunger. They make you sharper, meaner, more focused. Every setback carries a lesson disguised as disappointment. You're not being pushed down. You're being set up. Surrender is power, not weakness. Giving control to God isn't quitting. It's partnering with higher wisdom. Surrender allows you to stop forcing doors and start walking through the right one. Power comes from alignment, not stubbornness. Surrender frees your hands so you can focus on execution instead of anxiety. Control is an illusion. Surrender gives you peace in chaos. True champions know when to release, when to let the plan unfold. Surrender doesn't make you passive, it makes you precise. When you stop fighting timing, you start flowing in purpose. And here's what you need to walk away with. Life will never hand you a perfect script. It will give you setbacks, confusion, and storms that make no sense at all. But every single one of those moments is a test, not of your comfort, but of your character. Trusting God when it's easy doesn't build greatness. Trusting Him when the lights go out, when the crowd walks away, when the plan falls apart, that's where the real legends are made. You've got to decide today that confusion will not control you, that delay will not define you, that pain will not paralyze you. Because if you can keep your faith strong when nothing makes sense, you're not just surviving, you're setting yourself up for a comeback bigger than you ever imagined. This is not about understanding every step. This is about trusting every step was meant for you. The setbacks were part of the design. The silence was part of the strategy. The tears watered the ground for your victory. And when that moment comes, when the breakthrough finally appears, you'll look back and realize it was never chaos. It was construction. So keep trusting, keep working, keep moving with faith even when you can't see the whole picture. Because the greatest victories are often born in the moments that made the least sense.